I want to begin by acknowledging a few people who were instrumental in my fellowship experience. Dr. Vicki Fitz energetically served as my site mentor. She volunteered her expertise, time, and sweat to ensure the garden's growth was planful yet quick. Dr. Michelle Kaiser was my academic mentor and helped us to build relationships with others in the community dedicated to social and food justice. I would also like to thank Chip, our fellowship director, for planning our monthly meetings and facilitating dialogue. Last but not least, I sincerely thank my friends, colleagues, and neighbors for the time, energy, and dedication to the revitalization of Champion Community Garden. It is because of these cumulative efforts that as a Schweitzer Fellow, I was able to re-energize an abandoned community garden. Champion Garden was established many years ago by another dedicated group of neighborhood residents. It served as an opportunity for incarcerated youth not only to fulfill their community service hours, but also to learn about nature and gardening, practice nurturing, and build supportive relationships. Years later, after the local government eliminated funding for the supervised community service program and the previous garden manager suffered injuries in an automobile accident, Champion Community Garden was without human leadership. As a Schweitzer Fellow, I dedicated this year to rehabilitating and growing the garden. We cut grass, pulled weeds, and collected free-floating garbage. We added 7 raised beds our first growing season with financial support from the City of Columbus and Franklin County and material support from Scott's Miracle-Gro. These beds were home to carrots, beans, tomatoes, peppers, herbs, and greens. Our first growing season saw the production of nearly 50 pounds of fresh produce. We proudly distributed our modest amount of produce to neighborhood residents and social service agencies. The second growing season is already underway, and we will greet it with 10 more raised beds and hopeful plans of growing 2 or 3 times as much food as last season. I want to turn now from describing my lived experience to our shared realities as citizens of the United States. Millions of adults and children in the U.S. are stifled and punished by poverty. Poverty means insufficiency. In the United States, this insufficiency is measured in monetary holdings. Ergo, people experiencing poverty have less money than is necessary for self-sufficiency. Champion Community Garden and the wonderful efforts of volunteers can do little to influence such overarching cultural commitments and national economic policies and orientations. However, and I think Albert Schweitzer knew this well, by living our values, social inclusion, acceptance, justice, and equality, we can manifest all variety of change. We can surpass our limitations in the pursuit of our fullest capacity, and we can speak truth to ourselves, our loved ones, our neighborhoods, or our neighbors, and our leaders. Champion Community Garden is one of over 200 community gardens in Columbus, Ohio. It, like the others, evidences a larger problem: inadequate societal will to ensure human needs are met regardless of character, appearance, or amount of market participation. Homeless shelters and food banks are similarly treating symptoms of our societal inattention to human need. Albert Schweitzer's work, life, and legacy calls us to live our humanistic values for the betterment of our community, our nations, our globe, and ourselves, while remembering we are only one small piece of the human story. I hope that each of you realizes this potential in your own life, and I am truly grateful to have had the opportunity to begin this process in my own.